going to start off with an update on Hurricane Melissa.
Okay, so I was listening to some of the reporting about what's headed towards Jamaica in Melissa. The worst storm to ever hit Jamaica is what they're forecasting.
Yep, could be
700 millimeters of rain.
Some areas, yes, and then there's the other impacts with it as well. Let's take a look at what's going on with this storm system. And when you talk about how we categorize hurricanes, we're talking about the Saffir-Simpson wind scale. The damage potential with a Category 5 hurricane is described as catastrophic. And that's just with the winds themselves, and that's in the vicinity of the landfall point. And that means that even structures that haven't been specifically designed to withstand hurricane force winds could be looking at near and total collapse. There are, of course, other impacts, including extensive damage to infrastructure, utility infrastructure, because of these type of powerful storms, and then the water hazards, which can bring in more widespread life-threatening conditions. And that includes that heavy, heavy rain that Todd mentioned, several hundred millimeters of rain coming down from parts of Jamaica, and the potential for storm surge as well. So Melissa, Category 5, it is forecast to make a likely landfall in the west of Jamaica on Tuesday as either a Category 5 or Category 4 hurricane. But the category difference at that point in time won't make much of a difference to the overall impacts of that storm on that country. From there, late on Tuesday or potentially into Wednesday morning, it's expected to make a second landfall, this time in eastern Cuba. And they're concerned about impacts from winds, storm surge, and heavy rain as well. Speaking of the rain, there's more to come with this weather system. It's been a slow mover, so they've already been into some periods of heavy, heavy rain. Much more to come as we continue over the next couple of days. It's possible that parts of Jamaica pick up an additional few hundred millimeters of rain, and then high rainfall amounts expected as well through eastern areas of Cuba, especially around the southern coastline, and really increases that risk of flooding. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the long-range outlook for Melissa and what's coming up for us on Halloween. Once Melissa moves north, the path of the remnants of that storm are expected to hold east of the Maritimes, but it does look like it will pass east of us at the end of this week on Friday. At the same time, a low-pressure system is moving in out of the eastern seaboard of the United States with a weather front along with it. It is possible in these type of situations that that front grabs some of the moisture that's being brought northward with the remnants of Melissa and brings it up along that front. So right now for Friday, for Halloween Friday, it's a wet and windy forecast, and if some of that tropical moisture gets caught up in this weather system, we could be looking at some periods of heavy rain and downpours on that day. So Friday right now, I know everybody was already paying close attention to the forecast for it. Just one more reason to keep your eyes on the forecast, updates for that Friday forecast throughout this week. The best chance we have right now for Friday's weather is that it moves through the worst of the conditions, that is Friday morning and Friday afternoon, and maybe parts of the Maritimes catch a break for Friday evening for trick-or-treating. But we're so far out right now that we can't really say with any certainty that that's going to be the situation. So if you're planning for Halloween, like I am, because I was supposed to go out with my kid for Halloween as well, plan on rainproofing those costumes as best you can. Speaking of rainproofing, we have rain coming down across parts of the Maritimes for this evening and tonight. Still risk of downpours with it. Eastern areas of Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, northern areas of Nova Scotia, and then the Annapolis Valley as we move into the overnight hours. As we head into Tuesday morning, that's going to wind down to some areas of lighter rain and showers, with the bulk of that wet weather then wrapping up as we move into and through Tuesday afternoon. Low temperatures for tonight around the Maritimes, mostly mid to high single digits, except between 0 and 3 degrees in the northwestern corner of New Brunswick, where they see a little bit of clearing. They stay out of that wet weather. Highs in the north of New Brunswick for tomorrow between 9 and 11, with central and southern parts of the province with highs between 9 and 11 degrees. Prince Edward Island on Tuesday with high temperatures near 10. Eastern areas of Nova Scotia with high temperatures between 10 and 12 degrees for tomorrow. Northern and central parts of the province with high temperatures between 10 and 12 degrees. And in the southwest of Nova Scotia, the high temperatures in the low teens. Taking a look at the 7-day outlook for New Brunswick, looking towards the end of this week. Cloudy periods for Thursday, a rainy and windy forecast right now for Halloween Friday. Cloudy periods follow for the weekend on Saturday. Mix of sun and cloud on Sunday. Don't forget, clocks go back. And Monday, a mix of sun and cloud. For Nova Scotia in the forecast, we have a little bit of clearing through the middle part of this week. Mix of sun and cloud Wednesday and Thursday. Temperatures on the cooler side. Rainy and windy weather in the forecast for Friday, followed by cloudy periods on Saturday. Clocks go back on Sunday, and then Monday, a mix of sun and cloud. And for Prince Edward Island in the outlook, fair weather conditions, so cool for Wednesday and Thursday. Conditions turning rainy and windy for Friday. That's followed by cloudy periods on the weekend with the clocks going back, and a mix of sun and cloud for the start of next week.